see like this. You're going to submit these files, XML file, hello.java files, string.xml, style.xml, zero.layout, and zeroactivity.java. These files, they are very small in terms of size. You're going to upload them on the web submit. Let's say I work at home. This is the scenario. I work at home. I develop the app at home, and everything was fine. Now I go to the lab. I would like to transfer my work to the lab machine so I can demonstrate to the TA that the app is working. It's very hard to transfer the old files with you. So we recommend you extract the necessary file that you modify or you create. For example, on this app, I modify something on the color.xml, I modify something, I create a new class, hello.java, I modify something on zero.layout. So I grab these files and put them either on the USB sticks or submit them using web submit. Now I download them on the lab machines. Now in the hard disk on the lab machine, I would like to create the app again and show the TA. So I will go back here and close this app and create a new Android Studio app in front of you. I will call it 02. So this is the name of my app, and this is the company domain, which is the EECS1022 yorq.ca, and I don't need to have any C++ support or Kotlin support. Maybe when you would like to work with apps and you would like to use C++ classes or Kotlin classes, you would like to add this support. But right now, I don't need. Next, I will specify the app API 15, which is the ice cream sandwich, which will allow me, when I finish developing of this app, running it in the most of the Android devices. I can specify the TV or any other things, but now we don't need. I will create an empty activity. There's some information on the textbook where you have to select no activity. Okay, that where we are using developing classes and we need to use the JUnit test or something like that. But anyway, most of the apps that you're gonna start with on the lab, it's an empty activity. Then we click next. It will give me a possibility to rename the activity. I will keep the thing the same. And I ask finish. Now the Android Studio, it will try to create the app for me. As you can see, the Gradle builders will put the parameters and try to set everything set up for me. Okay, one of the things, and the first thing you have to do is go to the project structures and go to the app and go to the library. As you can see, there is no jar file link to my app right now. So I will go back to this external files. By the way, still Gradle is trying to finish the app. You can see this, but let me now this is the jar file that I need. I just drag it and drop it here. Now I have the jar inside the library file. If I look at the Gradle, build the Gradle, and I see the dependency, I will not be able to see here the dependency here, any kind of jar file dependency. I just go to this one and ask link this. It's another way, it's easy way actually, add as a library. It's from the app, okay, and as you can see immediately Gradle is trying to link this jar file to the app. This is a shortcut, and the detailed steps already explained in the textbook and also explain on the lecture notes number 1. Now, if you look at the dependency, it's modified on this. So now the jar is linked. I go back to Android and I will go to the resources, layout. This is the layout. It's very small, okay. Anyway, I will make it, okay. And as you can see, this is the resources, the XML file. So I will just go to the XML file, delete this one, go back to these files. I need to copy. This is the XML file that I work at home. It will contain all the user interface, items, setups, components, the names, everything. So I just go over this file and I copy all the contents within the main. I would like you to see the design before I copy. The design is empty. I just go here and Control V. Now all the design will be inside. All the constraint that I create, everything, just copy and paste from the XML file to the XML file inside the projects. Now I have a class I need to contain, or class that I modify. I go back to the projects, go to the Java here. I need to create hello.java. Inside hello.java, I have this code. So I go back. Why I need to copy creating the class inside my app, then copy paste, because this app, it has different file structures, different packages organized inside it. The name is not the same as the name, the file, the app that I create at home. So I recommend to create a new class, then hello, oh, finish. Now inside this class, I can go back to the text file and copy everything I need here. So as you can see, this class, this one, okay. Now I would like you to see here, I will make it, I think I can make a view, but I don't know, anyway, it's okay. Did you see this one? Utility here, it's on the red utility dot, rate common divisor, it's written on the red. Why do you think this is red? We miss the import statement. There is no import statement on the file. So how we can do this? There's either to go by hand do that, or to let add the import statement for you. You see here, it's give you a hint how you can import the statement, and they ask, they cannot, you can go here and say import ca.rahmani.itc, and now you can either import everything inside this itc.star, or you pick whatever you like. During development of the app on the lab, you will have to use some classes here written by the authors on this. So I will put star, semicolon. As you can see now, everything is fixed. Even I have a method called find factorials. I'm going to discuss this next lectures, okay? And now you can run your main method. I'm not running the app, I'm just running the main class. If I would like to run, oh, I have some maybe errors, check the log file, then I think I have to do make projects. This will make everything together. I think I have a problem now. Yes, you see here, the problem is I didn't bring the string.xml. I used the label of the button using the string.xml, and I need to put here at string at 8. So I'm going to go to the resources file, values folder. Inside it there is an XML file where I'm going to do the translations. So it's good to go now to that and update. So here in the resources values, you will have the string.xml. As you can see, this is the current string.xml. In my code, I change this. I use this resources. So I will take all of these. I also use the style. I define a new styles. When you define a new style, it's make it easy for you to take this style and apply it for any user interface item inside your app. So you don't need to go to one by one user interface item and change the colors or change. You just specify the style, and then this style will make the text color as a red and the background as a blue. Another thing that I did on the app, I think I used the colors. This is the colors that I specify, putting the name of these colors. Let me see the, I don't think I changed anything here. No, I didn't change anything. Okay, so I think now my app can be built correctly. I can make the projects. Here you can see it's making the project, is running the projects. Now you can go back to Hello World and run. As you can see, it's running successfully. If you would like to run the app, you go to here to the app, change the environment configurations, and run the app, and then you specify which virtual Android device. I don't have a real device connected to this laptop, so I'm going to run it on the virtual device. Now, there is something I would like you to know, but let me finish this one. You develop the app, you did some modifications, and you run that. You ask the Android Studio to run that. Now, eat this one, because every time you ask the Android Studio to run the app, it will take too much time to finalize. This is okay, because it's connected the projectors to this one. Okay, it's trying to run the Android device, loading the Android operating system, all this. Let's say, keep this running, go back to the app, you get some modification, and you need just to run these modifications. You can do that. I will show you. This is very slow for some machines. See, Android is starting right now. You can make this bigger if you like. This is actually, you can simulate, this simulate actually the Android device. Any Android, you can see it here. It's now gonna try to still running. After it's running the Android virtual device, running the Android operating system, it's trying to install the app that you develop on this machine. Now it's installing APK, it's Android package. After finishing the installations, it will run. So these are the process of running the app. So, okay. So this is the app, and these are okay. Now let's say I'm gonna leave this running. I'm gonna go back to XML. I will try to change the background of this or the color of this. Let's say I will put it I change the background to purples. Now I just need to run this modification. You see here, this is the lightning next to the run. There is a lightning icons, very hard maybe to see, next to the run. When you click to that lightning here, you will be able to just run the differences. So you don't need to, again, run the app from scratch. You just ask the Android Studio to rebuild your app and run the differences. It's supposed to be faster than start the process from scratch to run the app. See? This is just running the differences. So I hope now all of you understand how you can create the apps and how you can create the first class, okay? And how you can transfer the information from your machine that you host at home to the lab. You just need to transfer Java file, XML file in the app one. In the app one, you're going to create a class, PMI class. The lab will start today. Next lecture, we're going to discuss more about data types and object-oriented, how we can create classes. Okay?